How to change a PlayStation 3's hard disk. Hello and welcome to Video Jug. You may find after a time that your PlayStation 3 hard disk starts to fill up, especially if you're downloading lots of music, videos or recording TV programs through Play TV. Fortunately, one of the great features of the PlayStation 3 is that it's completely possible and extraordinarily easy to swap the hard disk that came with it for a much larger one. Step 1. Buy the right hard disk. As long as you use the right sort of drive, changing the hard disk won't void your warranty. You need the sort of drive made for laptop PCs. That's a 2.5-inch SATA drive. We picked up this whopping 250GB drive. That's more than enough to store several series of recorded TV shows, plenty of games, and still loads of space left over for all your photos. The other element to factor in is the speed of the drive. Most are 5,400 RPM. You may notice marginally faster loading and saving times with the 7,200 RPM drive, but it's not strictly necessary. The smartest thing to do is to scour the internet for customer reviews of the drive you want to buy. If you find people reporting success with their PlayStation 3 installation, you know it's a safe purchase. Step 2. Backup. The only stuff that's stored on your hard disk is whatever you've downloaded, copied across, and your game's save data. All the front-end operating system stuff is handled separately, so there's no need to copy that. Your user ID and PlayStation Network login will all remain intact after the swap. If you want to do a full backup, get hold of a large enough USB external hard disk and plug it in. Head to Settings, System Settings, and Backup Utility. From here, you can auto backup everything to your USB device. If you've only got a small USB key, you can simply backup your save files to that by going to Game, Save Data Utility, selecting the game and pressing triangle to go to the options. Select Copy and the USB device you want to copy to. You can re-download anything from the PlayStation Network several times, so there's no real need to worry about software you've spent money on. You can always re-download it after you've changed the discs over. Step 3. Remove the drive. Unplug the PS3 and move it to a nice, clean, bright space so you can see what you're doing. Sit it on its back and you should be able to see this label on the bottom. Using a small screwdriver, carefully pry away the plastic plate covering the hard disk. It comes away from the right-hand side. With a crosshead screwdriver, unscrew the blue screw holding the disc in place and lift the small metal lever. Carefully push the drive to the right and slowly pull the whole thing out. There are 4 screws holding the drive into the metal frame, one at each corner. Carefully remove each of them with a crosshead screwdriver. Make a mental note of how the drive fits into the tray and slide it out. Step 4. Insert the new drive. Place your new hard disk into the metal frame in exactly the same way as the old one, and replace the 4 screws. Make sure it's all nice and tight and reinsert into the PS3. Slide the unit to the left nice and firmly, push the little metal lever back across and replace the blue screw that holds everything in place. Reinsert the little plastic cover and hook up the PlayStation 3 to the power supply and television as before. Step 5. Format. When you fire up your PlayStation 3, it'll tell you that the hard disk needs formatting. Accept and wait for the process to finish. Once that's done, your PlayStation 3 is up and running again. If you want to check, head to Settings, System Settings, System Information to check the disk capacity. Step 6. Restore save data. Depending on how you backed up all your old info, you can now recopy it across in the same way as before, either by going to Settings, System Settings, Backup Utility, or Game, Save Data Utility, selecting the USB device, and then the game save data. Press triangle and select Copy. Congratulations, you've now got a monster hard disk in your PlayStation 3. Good luck filling it up. Done.